Hi, hello, welcome back to Math and Me with me, Nikhila Sankar. So today we are going to continue with exercise 10.3, question number 10. Exercise 10.3, question number 10. So what does the question say? The line through the points h, 3, 4, 1. So there is a line h, 3, 4, 1. Intersects the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 at right angle. So there is another line. So this particular line intersects this line which has an equation of 7x minus 9y minus 19 equals 0. Find the value of h. Okay. So what do you do when you have two perpendicular lines? Let me name them as A, B, C and D. So when you have two perpendicular lines, slope AB, let it be M1, slope CD, let it be M2. So for perpendicular lines, what do you know? The product of slopes is minus 1, right? So what is your M1? M1 is nothing but how do you calculate the slope? So M1 is, this is your point x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 4 minus h. The question is find h. Okay. So this is your M1. Minus 2 divided by 4 minus h. What is your M2? You have an equation. Here you had 2 points, but here you have an equation. So how do you use the equation to find the slope? 7x minus 9y minus 19 equals 0. I am going to retain the y on one side and take everything else to the other side. So I have 9y equals 7x minus 19. Y equals 7 by 9x minus 19 by 9. So this is of the form y equals mx plus c, where your m is 7 by 9 and c is minus 19 by 9. But here our concern is the slope. M is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Remember? So m is m2 in our case. So what is the product? m1, m2, which is minus 2 divided by 4 minus h times 7 by 9 equals minus 1. The minus and minus goes off. So you have 2 by 4 minus h equals, when this goes to the other side, becomes 9 by 7. I'm going to cross multiply. So it's 14 equals 9 4. 36 minus 9h. 9h equals 36 minus 14, which is 22. So h is 22 by 9. Clear? So the question is, you have 2 points and the line intersecting the 2 points is perpendicular to this particular line for which the equation is given. So what do? You find the slope of both. There are 2 different ways. So for M1, you use the 2 points to find the slope. For M2, you use the y-intercept form to find the slope of the other line. After you find the slope of the 2 lines, you multiply them to get minus 1, which is the rule of perpendicular lines, right? Then you solve for this, you get h. Okay. Question number 11. Prove that the line through the point x1, y1 and parallel to ax plus by plus c. So you have a line which passes through the point x1, y1 and is parallel to the line with equation ax plus by plus c equals 0. So this is how you interpret the question. Question la irukradha eppadi eludunonu first theriyum. Okay. So you have a line which passes through this point and it is parallel. Parallel ke eppadi poduvom, we put this symbol. Okay. And is parallel to this particular line for which the equation is given. What do they want? Prove that a x minus x1 plus b y minus y1 equals 0. So they want us to prove this. So when you have parallel lines, what do you know? You know that their slopes are equal. Correct? So if assume this is line AB and this is line CD. So when you take the equation AX plus BY plus C equals 0, I'm going to isolate Y on one side. So Y equals BY equals minus C minus AX. Y equals minus AX divided by B minus C divided by B. I want it to be of the form Y equals MX plus C. That's why I rearranged this in the next step. So what is your M? Your slope is minus A divided by B, which is in our case slope M2. So let this have slope M2, let this have slope M1. They are basically the same, so it doesn't really matter. So since your M2 is minus A by B, what is your M1? That is also minus A divided by B. Okay, so this is the slope of this particular line. So now that you have a point and a slope, you can find the equation of this line using one point slope form. Okay, so what is the form for that? You have y minus y naught equals m of x minus x naught, where y naught and x naught is the point where it passes through and m is the slope that we just found out. So we can find the equation of this line. So it is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let me rearrange this. What do I get? When I take b to the other side, b times y minus y1 equals minus a times x minus x1. So here you see that you are almost getting the equation that you want. Okay. So when you bring a to the other side, it becomes a plus, then you obtain the equation that you want. Okay. So steps podamode, just try to assume, imagine the steps that comes after. So appada you will know what approach you have to do, how to approach the question and all that. Okay. A of x minus x1 plus b y minus y1 equals 0. Hence proved. Okay. For each and every line, please write a reasoning or a justification if needed. So in that m1 equals m2. So what do you write? Parallel lines. If the two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. I am writing parallel lines. But in exam, what do you write? The slopes are equal because the two lines are parallel. Okay.